Hi, it's Mrs. Seymour here. Welcome to our Best Start Transition to School video. Continuity of learning and transitions. This is a quote from the Early Years Learning Framework for Australia. Building on children's prior and current experiences helps them to feel secure and confident and connected to familiar places, people, events and understandings. Children start school with having many and varied experiences that have developed and shaped their language, literacy and numeracy knowledge from within their family and community. The skills that children bring to school. Children commence school with ways of communicating. They communicate in verbal and non-verbal ways with others for a range of purposes. They can engage with a range of texts and gain meaning from these. Texts include books and environmental texts, for example, road signs. Each child can express ideas and make meaning using a range of media. Children begin to understand how symbols and pattern systems work. Children use information and communication technologies to access information, investigate ideas, and represent their thinking. Prior to school experiences. In the prior to school environment, parents and carers, as well as educators, are responsible for the learning, well-being and development of the child. In early childhood settings, children engage in a range of play-based learning that is tailored and centred on learning through exploring their interests. Educators plan opportunities for intentional teaching and knowledge building and encourage children to explore possibilities and to extend their thinking and learning. The importance of play. Play assists children to become engaged and successful learners. Play encourages curiosity, problem solving, persistence, commitment, cooperation and resilience. Play helps develop language and communication skills. Play helps develop literacy and numeracy skills. If your child comes home and says all they did was play all day, rest assured they've been learning at the same time as play. We do try to make kindergarten lots of fun. Quality transition to school. International research outlines that a smooth transition for all students is developed by schools developing connections with each child and their family, teachers building a respectful and happy relationship with every child, collaboration between preschool and primary school teachers, an inclusive environment, and ongoing individualised learning and teaching practice. Parents and prior to school service providers lay the foundation for learning that school education will build upon in a more formal setting. Remember, you are your child's first teacher before they even start school. Best Start assists children to move smoothly from informal to formal learning. It is a time when teachers develop a relationship with each individual student in the classroom. Is it a test? No. Best Start is not a test. It is the classroom teacher working with each child on literacy and numeracy tasks to gain a starting point for planning effective teaching and learning activities. The children do not pass or fail. There is no preparation required. It really is a great way for the kindergarten teacher to get to know the students before they start school. Please don't think of it as a test, and please don't think that your child has to study for it. What is Best Start? Best Start is one component of a New South Wales Government initiative to increase literacy and numeracy learning support in the early years of schooling. In the Best Start assessments, teachers gather and analyse information as evidence about what children know, can do and understand in literacy and numeracy. Best Start provides important information that supports teachers in meeting children's individual learning needs. Best Start provides families with feedback on what their child can do and how they can best support their child's learning. Best Start assists teachers to monitor children's learning. This is ongoing throughout the child's schooling years. Who is involved? All kindergarten children in public schools participate. The assessment is administered by the classroom teacher in a classroom environment in the school. Children complete most tasks individually with the teacher, though some tasks may take place in small groups. Classroom teachers observe and record the child's responses. When and where is Best Start administered? Best Start begins with the teacher interviewing each child at the beginning of the kindergarten year. The interview takes place in a supportive environment within the school. Children complete most tasks individually with the teacher. Classroom teachers observe and record the child's responses. How is Best Start administered? Teachers ask a series of questions to gather information about children's early literacy and numeracy knowledge. Teachers record directly into the Best Start software their observations and the child's responses. This is an example of a literacy question in the Best Start assessment. The child and teacher will look at a book together. The teacher will read the book, and at the end of reading, will ask the child to tell the teacher what happened in the story. Here is an example of a numeracy question in Best Start. The teacher will say to the child, "Start counting and I will tell you when to stop." Best Start information. Teachers learn about each child's school entry skills and understandings in literacy and numeracy and are able to plan effective teaching and learning programs in line with the New South Wales K-6 syllabus. Parents and carers may be sent a feedback summary report of their child's responses in Best Start. You will be provided with feedback about how you can support your child during the first year of school. Thank you for listening to our video today about Best Start. Together, we will ensure a positive start for all children and their families and carers. We at Seven Hills Public School and the community look forward to working with you and your children.